Hey, what up, everyone? Dragging back again with another edition of the Kaiju commentary. And this one we are watching Gamera 2, Advent of Legion, or Attack of Legion, depending on, what your cover says. Now, as always, when you see the Toho logo appear on your screen, that is your cue to start listening to us. So we're going to kick things off in 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Kaiju commentary. Today we are watching Gamera 2, Advent of Legion, a.k.a. Attack of Legion.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
We've had a minor argument about the name of this movie before hitting record.
Apparently, so do the people who localized it.
Yeah.
So Advent, Attack, Legion shows up and advents itself and attacks. So whichever you're more partial to, by all means. What's the trajectory?
I don't know. I'm looking at the same chart you are, Tom.
So yeah, so this is one of those films, or it's the what? What do you say?
I was mocking the guy, sorry.
Oh, well, some of us take this seriously.
What kind of time do we have?
What kind of time do we have?
Anyways,
Sorry.
Excuse me.
we're gonna have some serious discussions about this movie. Well,
At least a couple of us are. One of us clearly doesn't take this very seriously.
Is that me? I'm just kidding.
But no, I was gonna say.
There she goes again.
God damn it. But no, some people like this film the most out of the Gamera trilogy, and some like it the least. Now, they all like it. I've never really met anyone who does not like it. But I think it's because, unlike 1 and 3, which are very much... The threat is kind of like linked in both those films. This one's kind of a one-off menace. So I think for that reason, some people are like, oh, it feels like it stands out. But that's actually why I kind of like it, because it's essentially a kaiju version of a creature feature. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how this movie feels. It's like, what if you had a creature feature movie, but like scaled it up to like kaiju proportions, and that's your kind of threat in this movie. Right. So it's kind of cool.
So it's kind of like a standalone story set within the same continuity.
Exactly. Yeah. In the third film, we're going to see callbacks to the first film. But I do like this one a lot because it's got a very distinctive feel to it. And I like how a lot of it takes place in the wintertime. You don't really see a lot of kaiju films like in the snow. Not many. So I think for that reason, I think it kind of has its own kind of cool... I don't know. It stands on its own.
Because it's in the winter?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh.
None of that.
Okay.
I will leave.
I like how she went to protect that one child, not all of them.
The child's the chosen one.
Yes. You were the chosen one, Anakin.
Gamera 2. See, that says Advent there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think they were like DVD.
And that says Attack, so what the hell?
Well, again, I think there were DVD releases where they put it as Advent, and then they did other releases where they put it as Attack. So I don't really think it makes much of a difference. I think that's why they just called it Gamera 2 also. So when in doubt, just say Gamera 2.
I love all like the military stuff where they're all standing next to the vehicles. It's like, oh no, they're getting in and leaving, and it's like,
listen, there are protocols.
Mount up, like it's their horses. I don't know.
I know.
And everybody gets in there at the same time, and
they're patting it, saying "Good girl."
Right? Who goes first?
They're showmen, They just wanna be fancy about it.
I mean, I guess they got to be organized, like. Because everyone's just getting in and going when they're ready, and then you're running into it. So. All right.
I love right away.
I figured it out. I made no sense earlier.
You're very interested in this film already. You're like dissecting that.
yeah.
Needs not dissect.
How do you think they were feeling
when they
entered those jeeps and trucks?
It is cool though that they did all the snow.
Yeah.
They did the whole thing in snow.
Look, I just fell.
What a loser.
Yeah.
How
they
you.
fell too.
They see him going down on sleds. Whee!
Is it like the stormtrooper that hit his head? Was he not supposed to?
Oh, yeah.
Supposed to fall?
It's like a Ridley Scott thing he does when an actor trips or falls or knocks somebody over in a scene. He'll like tell them to keep going. So if you ever see like a Ridley Scott movie, someone kind of stumbles or something, that's real, and he didn't do another take. And apparently a lot of actors have said, like, yeah, I bumped my head or hurt myself one time, and he just told me to keep going, so I'm doing the rest of the scene in pain.
Because it makes it look real.
Because it is real.
Yeah.
I also like the way this movie starts. It doesn't feel like a kaiju movie.
Yeah. So what's chemical school? Because I noticed their hats say chemical school. That's very vague.
It's a school where you...
Oh, wow.
It's the School of Chemicals.
Yes.
Duh.
Well, when they get a...
Meteor.
Look
like a clip art image?
The 90s. I like how very, like, intense she's trying to, like, oh my god. Okay, so I'm old. I remember when the internet looked like this. Tabs the size of a baby's fists and, like...
That's the internet?
That is, or as we called it back then, the World Wide Web.
They called it Netscape.
And we use such popular search engines like Web Crawler. And I remember someone was like, I need to use Web Crawler. And I was like, I don't want to play any games right now. We got to get work done. And they're like, no, it's a search engine. And I was like, what the fuck is a search engine?
Look at those power shoulder pads.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of shoulder pads.
I know. Japan kept it alive apparently a little bit in the 90s.
Yeah.
The rest of the world gave up on it, but they're like, no.
Nah, we can make it work.
Yeah, no, we like this.
And a decade later, they couldn't make it work.
Well, I think it's maybe because they have a slimmer... Ooh, that's pretty.
You may or may not hear our cat meowing. She's weird, so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, she's one of those weird cats that meows.
Hey.
I don't know if you ever encountered one of those.
Yeah.
You know?
She's...
Not unlike the elusive...
I got this cat.
It's not unlike the elusive barking dog.
This is really weird. Yeah, thing.
And the now practically extinct neighing horse.
They don't make them like they used to.
Jesus Christ. You guys know what I meant.
One of the things this film does really well too is it's got like a lot of cool atmosphere. It's not just. I mean,
I really like the aesthetic of these.
Yeah.
So far.
I mean, some of the best action sequences. In fact, even though I like the fight in the third one because it's that one has more of an emotional heaviness. In terms of just straight on action fight, I'd probably say the fight at the end of this movie is probably the best because it's so epic and almost superhero-esque. But I love that even leading up to this film has really, again, that's one of the reasons why, again, I think it stands out. It's very heavy on atmosphere, whereas the first one was kind of more straightforward, kind of action, fanfare, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I think it's cool that they decided to do something different with this movie. All three of them, really. I'm glad that they're not all just carbon copies of each other.
What? Do meteorites move?
Move?
I don't know. Do cats meow?
Not anymore. They don't. Those little freeze frame memories. Oh.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's weird how they kind of did the still. Like,
I know.
Like freeze framing it.
Alright, who's that guy?
He's what a little. Hey, it's your favorite LSD guy from the first movie.
Oh, there he is.
Or was
He
it LSD
survived?
or was it crystal meth?
It was Saw a Basilisk.
Yeah. It looks like he got younger, ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a very small role in this movie, but again, they brought him back as a callback, and kind of the joke here is that he quit his job as a cop and became like basically like night security because he got so scared by what he saw that he just couldn't. He lost his nerves.
Some might say petrified.
So he decided to go to a little small town and just basically work for
a
beer night security for a beer plant, apparently. And the irony is he's going to see something yet again that's going to scare the shit out of him. And yes, Cuban beer is delicious. Mm-hmm. The Kaiju commentary is not everyone. Although I sure would like some sponsorship, thank you very much.
Yeah, that'd be a strange sponsor.
I'd take it.
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest that you did.
His face. Why is he just fell?
Like a white woman in a slasher film.
Oh, all that wasted.
I know.
All that wasted pain. Oh my god!
Look at that eye.
There's going to be a lot of good, like, practical effects in this film, like, really well. Probably one of the best kaiju, like, tokusatsu suits they've ever built is in this movie. But you start seeing some early use of CGI in this movie, too. I mean, it doesn't look, like, amazing, but it's used sparingly in a way, but they use it very kind of effectively for some of the action sequences.
Yeah. I love how whenever you have, like, these, instead of, like, lab coats, they always have those, like, very specific coats, like, outfits like they do here.
Like a lab coat, you mean, would be?
But it's not, like, I'm talking about, like, instead of, like, a long white lab coat or something, I don't know.
Like a jumpsuit?
No, not a jumpsuit.
Kind of a jumpsuit. For the lab tech on the go, you know?
Jesus.
Man, they make those?
Yeah, lab coat's more like casual, where it's more like, you know... It's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to, you know, get comfy. I love it when she says it. You see some one creepy bastard in the corner, like, just lapping it off the floor like a cat. Not the ones that meow, of course. They're all dead.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't do that. Direction?
Kind of funny too. He used to be a cop, and now he's like in an interrogation room. It's funny. In this movie, it's played a lot for laughs, but when you see him in the third film, it's actually kind of sad.
Oh.
Because he's been just so like messed up by all this shit happening to him.
Is he in like a padded cell with a straight jacket?
Well, they fight him. He's basically like a homeless guy in the street.
Nice.
Because he just
Spoiler.
Nice.
Well, he's like the he's basically that character from like Always Sunny. I forget his name. But he was like a priest, and then they all ruin his life, and he becomes a homeless guy.
Comedy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's so funny. He is so horribly depressed.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Youse.
He ends up with like herpes. Either herpes or rabies, I can't remember.
Jesus Christ.
Or both. It could have been both. But yeah, it's basically like that. Is it?
So it's hilarious, is what we're trying to allude to here. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. It's great. It's so funny.
She looks very cold.
Yeah, what?
See, again, I'd like to have like callbacks to like the first one, but they're basically saying too. It's almost like what happened in the first film is a little bit like Pandora's box being opened, which for people who kind of have trouble with the idea of like, okay, it's a random monster from space, you can almost kind of look at it that way, where it's like, okay,
I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched.
Wow, you're right.
I like my monsters to be a little more grounded.
Whoa!
Like Godzilla.
Except for the one time he flew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
I love talking about that. That was a great moment.
Changed me forever, I'll tell you.
Yeah. It made me believe anything was possible again.
Oh no.
That's awesome. Just without warning. Breaks. Everybody goes flying.
in Japan, they're so set on keeping schedules that for them to hit the bricks, like you right away, everyone on that train would know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
They
Like
probably
that.
would think somebody got ran over.
Well, there's all eyes.
Yep.
Awesome.
And one of the things this trilogy does that the Heisei Godzilla film did not do, it definitely leans more towards like the adult side in terms of like how violent it can be, as you'll see in this part right here. This is a part where it probably feels most like a creature feature.
Ooh, we're gonna see like Tarantino levels of blood.
Oh, not too far off actually. They brought Tarantino in this part as a consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you want to do is when it rips through his body, have about 6 times the amount of blood the human body can produce. Oh.
I'm excited.
Hello.
Okay. Ooh, no. Ishida. Oh, that's a... Whoa. What are you going to do about that? I think he's about to die.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, that was a lot of blood.
That was a lot of blood.
That was,
And then his hand still outlined.
that
Oh, that was awesome.
was a big zit that just got
That's
popped.
what we're talking about. No, is it going to pan out and we're going to see all the windows go... all the glasses.
The whole just like train just gets flooded.
All the windows burst out. The blood just...
Filling the entire like subway.
Yeah,
Just-
fills the cabin.
you see like, the sewers bubbling up and like
spider web like cracking on the windows. And then now they're out here, and then yeah, the sewer's gonna like just pop open like
geyser style, just
yeah.
blood erupting. How
All
many
these guys-
people were
all
on
those-
that bus? or
all those
train?
people are gonna get drenched.
All the snow was just red.
Yeah.
And there's Tarantino behind the camera going, "More!"
Let's do it again, but this time more.
Sir, we've run out of fake blood. Then start shooting people for real.
We want this to look believable. Oh my! Whoa! That was awesome. They added a twirling sound effect to him handing the guy a flashlight.
This kind of reminds me of that part in Destroyer when they first kind of fight the smaller destroyers.
Oh, it's like
Oh.
Predator.
I think it's done a little bit better here.
Yeah.
I had a bewildered look when he died.
Are you saying this is a better Predator film? than
No,
Predator?
the scene in Godzilla vs. Destroyer where they're in that like power plant.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is again the effects in this film are really well done. The practical effects. I mean that movie was done very well, but I think this is a step up. And I just like the way it's shot too. It's more in the dark. Again, it has more of that creature feature kind of like aliens kind of.
Well, you
feel.
see the like creature's point of view there for a bit.
Yeah, and you see less of them, which classic creature feature fashion. It's they always end up hiding the monster more than anything and allowing your imagination to kind of fill in the gaps.
They're here.
Again, I just love seeing like a city in snow.
Seagal's daughter's not in this one, is she?
She has a smaller role in this film, and she will have a larger role in the third film.
Oh man!
Because at this point, Gamera has severed his link with her because he was no longer needed himself. So Gamera himself is kind of now like a lie in wait kind of protector, basically.
Okay.
That's a really good composite right there.
Mm-hmm.
Camera's kind of like a, if you build it, he will come sort of monster.
System down. Yeah, we get it. Kind of hung up that phone a little weird.
Yeah.
I feel he made the process just a bit more complex than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just nitpicking, but like he didn't just put it down.
Well, it looked like he must have been
is
holding it in like in a weird way, like he was talking to like his girlfriend or something, or like his high school fling. I'm like, all right, all the circuits are down, so I'm gonna hang up. I don't know why I just said that because you can't hear me because all the circuits are down.
It's a switch hands to hang up.
Yeah. He like flipped it around.
Yeah,
Was he
he-
listening to it upside down?
I don't know what his deal was. It just, I don't know. He just got a little fancy with the way he hung up that phone. It shouldn't bother me as much as it does.
Put a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah. It just
No,
seemed-
I'm with you though. It was a little distracting.
it seemed unnecessary given the gravity of the situation. Okay, all the circuits are down.
There's no time to put the phone in your other hand and then hang it up. The circuits are down.
Why's the self-defense force been called out? Because the government wants people to die.
Well, the communications are all messed up, so
We're here to communicate with all of you.
yeah. Far right.
They look really protective of that truck.
Oh, now they just look evil.
I know, they're like shock troopers there.
Yeah.
Anytime you see people in science fiction films with like soldiers with like a uniform kind of look, they're always cannon fodder.
Mm-hmm. Hang on. Don't report it yet. Look at this. And he shoots him in the face.
Sucker. They fall for it every time.
Yeah.
You watch this. Hey, you over there by the truck. Come over here. Look at this.
Bam.
I think these are digital right
I
there.
was gonna say I couldn't tell. They
But
almost
again,
looked like they were.
yeah, whenever they use like CGI, they always have some kind of filter to do something that kind of hide it, the fact that it's probably not the best CGI. And I think that's really creative. They don't just put it right there just because, hey, CGI is a thing we can do now, let's have it.
Yeah.
They focus on making it look good. So if they can't make it look good on its own, they'll use it in a way where, it hides the fact that it's not look good. So again, this movie does a lot of kind of creative stuff with technology.
It's just so
One
awkward.
of
Yeah.
the stills.
I get what they're going for. It's the only kind of thing I don't really like.
It's very anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of anime that have done that sort of stuff, like where they'll do like the
It's
real,
just-
like
I guess
the
it's 'cause
like
it's not as jarring.
etched like drawings.
Yeah.
Just like
Maybe if they had like
heavy
made-
like emotion on characters' faces and like flashing through them. But
I think maybe they would have done like in black and white stills. It would have kind of had more of that, a better, in live action. It just seems for like
Yeah.
a second, like the film was like
yeah, I can see it.
freezing.
Yeah, if they done like black and white, or at least like
Gives it more of like a retrospect kind of feel, whereas it's
yeah, or I don't know. Like somebody might be like, these were photos of this event that people are now looking at,
Could've
like
done a
us, like in the
newsreel.
present.
yeah,
but,
like a newsreel.
yeah.
I think that would have been a great thing. They kind of show you like, okay, this is
Give us the nose whale.
the self-defense force like doing their thing, and like, okay. It's like those school desks used to have.
Fucking overhead projectors.
Yeah. It's good to know that, that thing I had to take notes off in social studies. The military's
Ooh.
using it too.
We're already ruling out coexistence. Ooh, we're
that's
gonna fight it to extinction.
This guy just,
Wins.
Hit it like its extinction or ours?
I think either or, basically saying like, either we got to kill them or like die trying, basically.
All right. So this is a world-ending threat
Yeah.
we're dealing with.
Yeah.
That is a big ass ant.
Yeah.
Man, ants are too creepy up close. I don't like seeing them
Yeah.
up close.
All bugs are creepy.
I can deal with ants when they're ant size, but
When ants are small, I'm perfectly cool with that. But when they get the size of a German Shepherd, I take issue.
yeah. No bigger than my foot. I always say. That's how I like my ants. Could you imagine? Like, we had ants like the size of like a small puppy.
Nope.
Like
But that was like a
That's
legitimate
everybody,
problem.
like everybody has like a pet ant.
Oh god.
But like ants, given how strong they are, that ant would be like as strong as like a freaking like strong man.
Yeah.
That ant would be able to like
Strong.
pick your ass up. You'd be able to just
It like picks up one of
The
its
amount.
pushes you across the room.
you'd be able to just stand on your ant like an asshole while it walks across the room really slowly.
Oh yeah, we'd like wear ants on our feet and we just stand, and then they just like walk more.
Oh
All right, I want big ants now.
Never mind.
My fear of big ants is gone.
I guess you could put it in a cute sweater or something.
Jesus Christ.
Make it a little less hideous.
Like it looks like I like how it's like a flower, but it looks all like looks like a big like sail.
I like how they're broadcasting that. I'm like, you could just say don't be in the area. You don't have to specify why.
Well, then again, if you really want to make sure they're not in the area, maybe you should tell them.
Like,
This is how they get the message out to the
that
world.
cool guy with his sunglasses flipped up. Oh, I don't know. Who was back there?
Yeah, I saw him.
The birds.
Again, I just love how they're shooting it all out there in the snow. Like, it's probably one of the reasons too why they don't. It's not Tokyo Tower, is it?
Mm-mm.
No, I was gonna say. No, it's probably one of the reasons why they don't. You know,
Yeah,
she's
you're in
moving.
Sapporo, so I don't.
I was gonna say
Obviously
okay.
not Tokyo Tower.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, also this makes shooting more difficult. So I love the fact that this film,
Yeah.
you know, didn't shy away from it. Because again, like I said, it does give it a very distinctive look. It doesn't just blend
I
in.
wish, like, it's cool. I wish they would tell us why they chose to shoot here. Like, not in the movie, but, you know, if there's, like, a behind-the-scenes thing. It's interesting that they chose to do it this way.
I was just picturing, like, in the middle of, like, a scene, a guy looking directly at the camera. If you're wondering why we shot here, it's because. And
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
then immediately, like, back at it, like,
Go back right back in the
this
scene.
way back, yeah. That'd be awesome. I know you want it in some, like, bonus feature thing. I want it
In the movie,
I
in
want
real
it in the
time.
movie. Canon.
Did they call them bandits?
Huh?
Did they just refer to the alien life forms as bandits?
I think so. That's kind of cool, though.
The bandits.
Sweet nickname. We're gonna fight the bandits to extinction.
To extinction. I thought there's still people in that town. If I had heard there were things like that
Yeah.
running around, I'd be like, bye.
Oh man, yeah, I'm out.
But then again, where are they gonna go? They would go to like what, Tokyo? There's giant turtles and giant Batman. There's really, it's Japan. There's no place that's safe. Go somewhere else, like a freaking giant wombat will like walk out and like step on your house.
I got asked what I'd do in the event of an active shooting today at work
Really?
for training. And no, it just made me think of it, like, get the hell out. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Well, yeah. It's like, what are you gonna do?
It's like, I reassured them. I was like, yeah, it doesn't even have to be a giant ant with a gun. It's just a guy with a gun. I'm still out of there.
The guy doesn't even have to have a gun. He could just be, you know, ill-content, and I'd still leave.
It'd be kind of annoying. I'm
I'll
out of
just
here.
leave right now.
He
Really.
could be
Yeah.
a really nice guy, actually, and be complimenting my sweater, and I'd still like, I'm leaving.
All right, fine. I will clock out.
It's usually the best course of action.
When someone speaks to you,
Just
leave.
walk away.
Just
and
walk
leave.
away. Leave wherever you're at.
I wish I could. But you know what I have to do. I have to talk to people.
It's kind of like it with that computer animatic that they did in Destroyer, when they're showing you like the fallout or like the spread of something.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's going everywhere. Oh no. System error. Oh. We both can read.
I think it's a cool visual, and they always show you, because I'm kind of like thinking a movie. But realistically, it would just be like a computer spitting out a bunch of like numbers that would then be inferred by like a technician. That, oh, this means this, which would result in this.
The way he was standing up there is just like, she's like, how much damage? And he's like, he's standing up like, so much that I think we should have sex right now.
Some serious damage.
Oh wow, that's a lot of. She just goes, that's a
She's
lot
like,
of damage.
I am way out of your league. There is
That's-
no reason why normally I should be having sex with
If
you.
you're saying that, it must have been a lot of damage. I'm gonna leave now. I will not be having sex with you. But I understand what you meant by that.
But first.
Yeah,
But first,
you ran the simulation. We can't outrun an
So now you-
orgasm.
so are we back to sex? Is sex back on the table?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we can't outrun it,
Sex.
yeah, sex.
I mean, it's just a natural It's logic, people. I
The
mean,
answer. The world's ending.
sex.
If there was ever a time to use the "world's gonna end" line, it is now. Oh, dolphins.
That's a fuck ton of dolphins, dude.
Uh-oh.
And
There's a lot of dolphins.
it's a big ass dolphin.
That's a big old dolphin for sure. Oh, I know that dolphin.
I know that motherfucker.
Gonna unidentified flying dolphin.
Oh, shit. Yeah, yeah. You remember Gamera, right? Okay, it looks so cool.
Yeah. Pure oxygen.
Is Gamera like the Luke Skywalker of Kaiju?
He kind of is. He's, especially in this trilogy, he's kind of like, you know, because he's actively trying to defend us. And again, it's rare. But I think Mothra is kind of the only other one really that I can think of, like, where there's a kaiju who's really trying to do right by us, and it's not just circumstantial, where we benefit from their actions, basically.
Mm.
He used to be the children's kaiju actor.
Yeah, I'm glad they got. Well, I mean, although they do kind
With
of
their creepy ass children singing song. We'll have to play
their creepy ass children singing songs. Is that what you
with
said?
the theme song. The children's
The
singing.
children's
And
singing
it's
song.
terrifying and horrible. It's the kind of thing you'd expect to see like a really horrible like slew of murders.
Oh,
playing over
gosh.
it.
I know that's what I play. When
I don't
kill
think I've
people.
seen a lot of videos of
children singing
murder
song?
with any music over it.
Hey.
You know, when you watch videos of murder and they always have a little jingle playing along, because you want a little music with your murder.
It's creepy.
It's like, hey, look, it's bad enough the guy's killing people, but really, no music? Like, come on. Like, what am I supposed to get out of this?
Oh gosh.
Hey, you've seen Evangelion. You know the power of creepy children like choirs over, you know,
Oh, no.
horrible destruction.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, we do. Oh.
So I see that they haven't made the Mazer yet. Oh,
man.
sick.
I know, right? Yeah, Gamera, there's a lot
Oh,
more.
he's got an airplane noise too. Do you hear that?
Transforming.
Well, yeah, he's got freaking jet coming out of
I
like his
know.
limb orifices. Orifici? I don't know.
Call them limb holes.
Oh. Oh, really? Come
Heck
on,
yeah.
guy.
Was that just like one leg?
Yeah.
Awesome. What?
And now they start like each film like they make him look a little bit more like badass.
Yeah, he definitely looks cool.
He's got more of a kind of pointed, angular head. You should have fallen back when you heard Gamera was coming. Like, well, what are we gonna do that Gamera's
Well, they just
not?
couldn't fall back quick enough.
Yeah.
Gamera's so fast. I mean, look at those calves.
I know, right?
Freaking massive.
Does not skip leg day.
Doing some
Jealous.
squats.
I like you see like he's breathing in.
Is he gonna breathe out? Was he holding onto that pole? Just like for.
No, yeah, bro.
Oh.
So I'm assuming he's supposed to have somehow breathed in all the extra oxygen,
Yeah, probably. So
so he didn't just destroy everything. That would have been pretty cool though.
I'm just saying. I mean, bad for everyone there, but
Thanks, Gamera. You really fucking you're in a cool moment. I like
I'm
how
coming in!
so Gamera's clocking in and getting to work.
Please
I like
make
how
yourself
he
presentable. I'm
automatically
coming.
has his elbow spiked still. Where's the last time he had to like get him out?
Yeah, that's cool. Just manhandle that thing.
Fuck this.
I know, right?
Not in my city.
Oh,
Not in my town.
Ooh, that sound.
Man, they put some roots down. They're like a fungus. Some spores.
Some spores. Actually, I think it is spores this time.
Some plot device.
Just showed up and just handled business.
I saw spores pop up somewhere else recently. I think it was a comic book. I was like, oh god.
Spores.
Oh yeah, I was reading a Batman comic.
Gotta get them spores.
Yeah. Master Wayne, get out of there. There's spores. We'll kill you.
I guess we don't need to have sex now. Sorry.
Thanks,
If I don't do
Gamera.
this, everyone dies. It was one of those moments.
Pretty sure those are actually... Yeah, these are physical ones they composite in.
Yeah, they just put a bunch. Oh.
The other digital shot.
It could be worse though.
It could be, but at least they keep it at night,
Oh
so it's
man,
like...
those are some big ass ants.
Yeah, it's rough.
Gross. Well, are they crawling into his mouth? Are they gonna do it?
You're gonna do it? You're gonna go in?
That'd be it. I'd just give up.
I was like, oh god, I got it in my mouth. Ugh.
If a bunch of ants crawled into your mouth at the same time, could you imagine?
Especially if they're like the fire
Like you'd
ants.
shoot yourself, right?
Hey, some people eat ants, so
That's
it's like
just
some
me.
protein.
Ew.
I love how they literally have like
I
a
was gonna
Gamera
say-
suit with like all those things
I was
on
gonna
it.
say that definitely looks.
Yeah, that's a
bad.
real suit. Like, oh my god, that must have been so tedious to like make.
Yeah, it must have sucked.
Are they biting him like through his?
Yeah, they're like trying to like
Oh,
work
man.
their way through.
Oh, are they like those are they scarabs in the Mummy?
Yeah,
They, like, bore into like the
They
people's
kind of
skin.
do look more like beetles, though.
Poor Gamera. Look at that. Ow.
Oh, jeez.
It's just kind of funny the idea of like you have something so big and yet what ultimately ends up hurting him is something very small. Which is probably the most.
I mean, relative to him.
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, that's probably the most effective way to fight something large like that. Is like use a bunch of small things because they're not really like.
yeah, like bullets.
Everyone's shooting rockets and maze at. No. Everyone pulls out like little 22s and starts shooting at him at once.
Yeah, no, we
Just
gotta
dies.
we gotta use small things to kill this one.
Slingshots and like BB guns.
Yeah. Just go at him with a scalpel.
Oh.
The scalpel, which, as we all remember, Gamera,
yeah,
not a
Gamera's
scalpel.
Not a scalpel.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're gonna get some mileage out of that one.
We are. I don't know that anybody listening will.
They're like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? I like how they're all like drawn to it. Yes.
Fire away.
I just wonder why you just didn't do this to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
He like
Maybe he was in too much
retreated into his shell, and he's like, "Oh wait, I can do this," and then just spin around really fast.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Fling them on the people below you.
I know.
Well, I mean, I gotta say,
Spread them over the town.
if I'm Gamera, I'm like, all right, screw you guys.
Oh.
Yum.
Oh, awesome. Was that the ant blood?
No, that's his, I think.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Oh, it's his.
Double Dare.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
The
I mean,
blood
she
of-
said it was, so I had no idea his blood was green. It had the consistency of paint.
Gosh, you fucked up that bar.
Gamera's blood is lead based.
So we're just here, you know. Yeah, what are you doing here? Just, you know, hanging out.
We're just watching.
You know, see what you guys do.
See what my tax dollars are for. Transformers attract him. Yeah, it's a good point. Gamera was transforming. I know that's not what he meant.
I mean, you know.
It was a stupid joke.
Grip him a little.
Yeah. We'll take. A little tighter. Is that the queen?
Yes, early form of it.
Early form queen.
Early form queen.
Dun, dun, dun.
That would be like if this was like a show. That'd be the end of the episode right there.
Then I'll be like,
To be continued. Awesome. That thing's flying as fast as jets.
show us some beautiful clouds.
I want to see them clouds. Those cotton clouds.
Those cotton clouds.
Those cotton fields in the sky. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
They just locked on a missile. It's my favorite thing. I love that. I love missiles locking on.
Wow.
It's kind of
Ooh.
a thing. She shat out a bunch of babies at the last second. It's sort of like flares.
Just rains them all down.
Just. I can make millions more.
Well, she is called Legion, so
Yeah.
she's not called.
I am Legion. Does Legion speak? That'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool. Although they're all like washing up dead.
So they're not waterproof, right?
I love how they thought our news anchors were way cooler than. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. We don't have news anchors that look this cool.
You think he looks cool?
Don't you?
Yeah.
Look at that blonde Tony Stark goatee he's got going on. And there we have Miss
It's just
Seagal right there.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
Those are some serious primary color she's got going on. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, she clashing.
You can see her from space. Holy shit. Yeah, that place is dangerous.
A girl who wants to talk to Gamera.
Is that Winky? It said his name was Winky.
Awesome website.
Communicated. Pictures didn't even look this good back then.
I know.
Although, again, I like how
I
they're...
just like seeing like photos load. Then
Yeah.
it'd be like,
Oh, yeah. Layer by layer.
yeah,
And you were just waiting for it
come on,
to...
just get to the tits.
That's basically what it was.
all I need.
And then something would freeze up and
That's
be like,
all I
no!
need. Yeah.
Oh no.
And then it would get to the dick and it'd be all awkward. Like shit.
This makes me think of The Thing right here. John Carpenter's The Thing, when they had like that big body they found in the snow and they were like dissecting it. Again, I love how they built a big, cool physical prop.
I do like that. I like the X-ray of that thing that has nothing in it.
I know, right?
I wish they made the eye so it wasn't just like open. I wish they made it so it was kind of
Had like a lid.
yeah. But no one's perfect.
I guess they just wanted to do it that way. The stupid way.
See,
What's-
I made one incision and now
I see. It's a bit of an open-ended statement, don't you think?
I see.
Mariah.
It
That
can-
is Mariah.
Lip Adventure M.
Oh boy.
Maybe that's what he went to get.
This is awkward.
And now they're embarrassed.
Was he buying condoms?
That guy's just staring at him.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
That's like her mom and dad. Like the bottom is like a pharmacy, and
Yeah.
upstairs is like their apartment.
Oh.
And now she has
And she brought a boy home.
she brought two boys home.
But two. Ooh, interesting.
Two gentlemen callers.
But they have a camera with them. Take...
Screen tones? No.
Well, you're looking at it wrong.
Semiconductors are silicone, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to see me naked?
So like now they're establishing that that obviously this thing is choosing places not just at random, but like for like very specific dietary reasons. Which is kind of interesting. Basically, it's in a weird way kind of feeding off our industry in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So places that are be more developed, more built up, would be greater targets for this thing.
So basically, all you girls with fake titties, watch out. They're coming for you.
Get them out and get saline ones. Kaiju don't go after... Alien Kaiju don't like saline. Don't go after saline, so I'm just saying.
Mm.
You're just asking for it by getting silicone breasts, is what I'm trying to say.
That's where I hide my booze. Oh, shit.
Yep.
She giggles. See?
That's why her dad's all paranoid down there.
Yeah.
They're
You
like,
know, two
well,
strange
if we're
men
going
in
to
your
do
room.
this. Oh.
Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
The mom's probably like, it's just nice to know someone's getting relations in this
It
house.
really is. Like, what's going
Seriously.
on here? She's like, all right, you boys hydrate, and then we're doing this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
6'4", like, hey guys, so is anyone gonna have sex with me?
No
She
one
just like
checking out my
spreads her
legs?
legs here.
Basic Instinct style.
Yeah.
And they're just not paying attention.
Right,
She'll flip
right.
through the books. She's like, oh god, never mind.
The camera pans back over. She's like, yeah, I know, it's so crazy how they're targeting the silicone. She's completely naked.
Ignoring her the whole time. Yes, electromagnetic waves, brilliant. She's like, she's
eating a hot dog like, very slowly.
Peeling back a banana. She's trying everything in the background. And they get excited. They run out of the room. Yes, we need to show them our findings now. And then they just leave her there naked, holding a hot dog and a banana, just wondering where it all went wrong. Like, we've all been there in life, right? Just they're naked in a room
with a banana
and a hot dog, wondering where it all went wrong.
What did I do last night?
I love that quick shot they showed of Tokyo Tower still bent over. I like how you still see continuity, like, realistically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They would not be able to rebuild cities as fast as they do in the Godzilla.
Yeah.
How many times in the Heisei continuity did we see Godzilla just take out Tokyo Tower? And yet the next movie, it was like, there it is. So I like here they're showing you.
Maybe they just
Well, I mean, they
build
had
multiple
insurance. Godzilla insurance.
Those buildings we talked about, like by that point they would just have buildings that could just rebuild themselves.
Yeah, they were dropping from orbit.
Yeah.
Everything's dropping from orbit
That's how
in my Godzilla movie.
Just drops out of the sky.
Look awesome.
I mean, this is only movie 2, so you could argue they're not on their game yet. This is all still an R&D phase.
We're not even sure these things actually exist. I saw him blow fire at the pod.
So like right now, there's this debate like, okay, is in a weird way is Gamera essentially a sentient ally to us, not just a big monster that sometimes is beneficial to us, but like,
can Gamera be trusted?
Again, I like that they're basically saying like, we need to start maybe thinking of Gamera as like a sentient being, not just a thing, and and if so, is again. Because think about it, Japan has all these rules and regulations about, how they can use their military, essentially. Whereas Gamera would not be essentially bound to that. So if Gamera is sentient and acting on basically the Japanese government's behalf, and as weird as it sounds, it's like they could help them get around a lot of political red tape that their self-defense force couldn't really do.
Japan could conquer the world with Gamera.
With Gamera.
That'd be a cool movie.
No more pachinko for you.
Well, think about it. If there's like a foreign government that's like, you know, posturing themselves, you know, aggressively against Japan, well, you know, based on the treaty, they can't do anything about it. But if Gamera just flies out there and blows them all to hell, well, technically it's not their government doing that, but it sure helps them out.
North Korea.
It's so weird that Japan was using cell phones way before
I know. And, like, they're not the size
mobile
of your
phones.
arm.
I remember when I was in Okinawa in 97 through 98, like they had these little kiosks at the inside of like edges of stores where they were trying to sell, like, you know, cell phones, and I was like, wow, you know, it's like, that's so weird, like a little portable phone, and now it's like, you couldn't imagine your life without one. I remember I saw a kid one time with one, I was like, oh man, he must be like baller status, because he's got a cell phone.
Are you the man?
Well, yes.
Hey, kid.
Do you ball?
Have you reached baller status?
Have you seen my phone?
On the streets?
You could have just called me.
On your cell phone. Oh, you must not be a baller.
Have you not reached baller status?
Oh, why are you... Oh,
That's why.
Oh no.
That was kind of the fun thing back in the old days.
Reception.
When you would see like composite shots, you know something was gonna happen. It's like when you used to watch cartoons and like something in the environment was colored differently. You know, oh, that's gonna move.
You fucked up Mr. Donut.
Oh.
It's so funny they put that like really like liney filter over these. Oh no!
Fuzzy channels, man, takes me back.
Mr. Miyagi, you're not Mr. Miyagi. Who are you?
You know, to kind of hold it down until Gamera shows up and ultimately fixes the problem.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
We got this.
Gamera's just letting, you know, the suspense build up so that he can come back, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's got those wounds to heal.
I like how Gamera actually gets hurt, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of I mean, I don't want Godzilla to be that vulnerable, but it's kind of a cool, like, way to kind of distinguish him, whereas Godzilla is essentially just like this. You know he's gonna win. That it's kind of like Superman. He's gonna win. You just want to see the process, whereas Gamera is like, well, no, Gamera can be hurt. Gamera sometimes has to get a bit more creative, and when he fights...
That was the one thing about the old movies. We saw him get fucked up a lot.
A few times Godzilla, yeah, but then he just...
Gamera I'm talking about.
Oh, Gamera. Yeah, well, Gamera's always gotten, like, messed up. But again, I like that there's something that's separated.
Brutally stabbed and sliced. Children's Kaiju. Yeah, he had all these horrible fucking
injuries.
On him. Yeah.
I fucking hate kids. God damn it.
Oh, your friend fucked up.
I mean, you do.
Stupid friends with broken ankles. Those are the worst kinds of friends.
I know.
Like, you get stuck doing that. You're like, I told you not to do a backflip off the roof. No, actually, you told me to do it.
Yeah, but I told you to land it. I did. That's why I broke my
didn't
ankle.
tell you to do it like that. I wouldn't call that a backflip. I didn't tell you to do a backflip. I told you to do a gainer.
I like how they're showing too here the when they evacuate a city, like just what that entails. And it's not all right. Everybody leave. It's like, okay, well, how do you get people out of there?
Well, you get them single file into the back of helicopters, and apparently they have enough helicopters for everything.
It's just so funny. They kind of gave Gamera sea turtle upper arms when he flies now. Or they look more like sea turtles.
Yeah, like the big flippers.
Yeah.
Now we're going to see the full-grown kind of Queen Legion.
Final form?
Wow.
The final form or just form 2?
I believe this is final form.
This is my final
Permission to take off because I don't care enough about these people to stay.
I know.
Which is fair. He probably has a family, none of which are in the line.
Yeah. He's part of the military, so he gets preferential treatment.
Sir, I'd like to leave now. Can I? Don't call me a deserter. I'm just a human. I'm just a man.
I think to me, Gamera feels like a boxer. Like he's scrappy. He takes a lot of hits.
Are you sure that's Steven Seagal's daughter?
That is Steven Seagal's daughter. Trust me, we all had that moment where we're like, no, I read that wrong. That can't be it. The internet's lying to me right now. But no, that's his daughter.
I'm still having that moment.
Can't you just look at her? Can't you just see
I can't
Seagal?
see it at all.
Come on. It's right there.
That's not true. You're lying to me.
It's like, oh my god, is that Steven Seagal? Oh wait, no, it's his daughter. But I had to like look at it closer.
I can't look close enough.
No, I love Legion's like design. And again, that's a person in a suit.
They're talking about Steven Seagal's daughter. And again,
It's kind of like a giant face hugger, just.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that a little bit. Gamera just struck. Gamera's like, oh shit.
It's like, can you fuckers take off already? Come on.
Yeah, so leave.
I'm waiting for permission. Stand by.
She's
She's
like,
like,
Gamera, you need to hurry your ass
You got
up."
this. You my boy.
That's what he said.
I think the guy even looked at him like, choice of words, bud.
There's at the airport fighting a huge Legion creature. All but one. Sir.
Why not? Because no one gave him permission to.
One? A question mark.
I love about just cutting into his hand, too. Look at him. Oh, he's getting fucked up.
Which helicopter hasn't taken off yet? The one with the chosen one.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
What was I saying, man? He gets fucked up.
Look, Gamera's even like, ow!
Pretty bad.
You're hurting me!
Pretty bad. Is that a kidney? Is that the kidney area?
God. Stop saying for the seed to launch.
It's not a safe place to keep the troops. But the Prime Minister said at least 200,000 have to die this attack.
That's
We can't afford to feed them for next year.
Oh.
Because we have to rebuild from the last Gamera attack.
Again, that's the thing. If like, you've had like 3 or major attacks in like within a few years, like in a country as small as Japan, that would like decimate it.
Yeah, that's screwed. They need foreign aid.
Yeah. God, I love how they shoot it too. Like they make it gives them a lot of scale where it really almost feels like right here, like this is life size. Yep.
He's giving me a
God.
shocker.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that blast in his shot?
Yep. Oh, look at him. He's getting.
He does not have turtle power.
He does not have turtle power.
Oh, yikes.
Turtle power. Uh-oh. That looks bad. We missed. Right?
Jesus Christ, that helicopter be fucked.
But you got everything around Gamera.
Is that helicopter?
Oh, it took off?
Yeah.
Okay.
It finally got permission.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. We were cutting really close there.
guess we're gonna have some fried
Well, I was
turtle
hoping Gamera could fit aboard.
I just love her design.
now. Ow.
Again,
Ooh.
sparing use of the CGI.
I don't think that was CGI, was it?
No, that was CGI.
I thought it was just a composite.
I mean, no, the movement was a little too fluid.
Were you a stalker?
She's like, yeah. I am. Steven Seagal's daughter.
Damn, son.
I know, look at him. He is in rough shape.
They're very upset. I want a motorcycle.
Random thought. I want a motorcycle.
We just saw 2 motorcycles. Not that random.
Cameras.
What's up, Gamera? You got this, pal.
Oh, Gamera's just now, like, just trying to walk it off, like,
Yeah.
oh, God, this hurts. Ow.
Stab me in my kidney.
I just kind of picture him going off like a, what's this, like, Riggs from, like, Lethal Weapon 3 when it, like, falls off that, like, building and he, like, is on the ground going, just screaming in pain.
Oh, yeah. Or no, Lethal Weapon 2, when the diplomatic guy,
Oh,
the
yeah.
diplomat shoots him.
Diplomatic immunity.
Yeah. And he's just, like, laughing when Murtaugh's holding him in his arms.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, yeah, he just can't even move.
So Gamera is like the Riggs of the Kaiju world.
Yeah, he's a lethal weapon. Ex-Special Forces.
Well, Gamera kind of is, because he was built by Atlantis, and, like, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Wow.
Oh, man. Was not expecting that, Gamera.
Oh.
Gotta say, if I were in your situation, I probably would have made the same
Hey,
mistake.
Cameron, remember how you eat fire? Now would be a good time.
Now,
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Wow.
You
Whoops.
have a whole fucking buffet here.
It's just like when Riggs and Murtaugh accidentally set off the bomb in that one building.
that one.
Yeah, that-
And Lethal Weapon 3. I'm pretty sure that was Lethal Weapon 3.
Yeah,
They
those
wanted
3.
to have
That's the
their
beginning.
Terminator
That's
the
Judgment
beginning,
Day
like-
scene.
They grab that cat and he cuts the wire. Murtaugh? Yeah.
Well, here
Riggs.
they go with
Run.
the,
So great.
Well, there goes that city.
Yeah.
So basically, Gamera was a literal ground zero of, like, a nuke going off, basically.
So everyone died?
Death hits Gamera? Question?
Man. If death could hit Gamera, it could definitely hit me.
I'm sure that's the prevailing.
I have a new respect for my mortality.
But I think Tokyo's still probably, like, in ruins.
I know now how fragile.
Life is.
Yeah. A lot can be learned from Gamera and death.
Gamera.
Gamera.
So desperate.
Yeah, Legion is so desperate.
I was saying she's trying too hard.
Oh.
They may not be active.
When
What?
it's about the seed.
You know what I mean.
Stop talking about the seed, guys.
The seed.
It's just weird.
Let's just put it all out in the open now.
Yeah. It was one time.
That's a cool shot.
That's awesome. How is he alive, though?
Well, I mean, he's not exactly doing well.
I can tell.
It's like, yeah, he's alive. Probably doesn't really want to be alive right now. Probably everything hurts.
He just looks up, kill me.
I know.
Yeah, why won't you
He's
let me
sending
die?
messages to, what's her face? Asagi or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Kill me. Tell them to kill me.
Kill me! Kill me now! Do it!
Oh, good. Kill me now.
I love everything that's sunset right here.
Wow. The guy hasn't shaved since the city blew up.
Intensity arb.unit.
No, are they gonna match? Oh, they match. He looks very tired.
So cool. So super.
Good work. I have no idea. That'd be awesome.
It's really,
the best.
it's a good job,
When the
nerd.
bee stings, when the dog. Your feelings.
I like how, by the way, there's like a little team here, a little group. You have like 2 military guys, 2 scientists, kind of, and it's like working together. It's both kind of represent the 2 sides of, how we would, deal with this. Basically, like again, you have the scientists who figure it out, and then the military who put it into action.
How does Japan function if there's no GR lines?
And it's always the same solution. We strap a bomb to this thing, and your brave soldier blows up right on top of the target.
Only to prove ineffective.
Yeah. We're gonna Armageddon this bitch. We're gonna get some
Aerosmith playing in the background.
some oil rig drillers. And we're gonna land them on an asteroid, and they're gonna nuke it. And Bruce Willis is gonna die.
That's how they stop this whole thing. They just like airdrop Bruce Willis in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, the whole gang. That's how you stop Legion.
That's how you do it.
What were you guys doing?
Oh, okay, it's a bathhouse.
Okay.
Well, that guy's naked.
Don't get too riled up over there, Chris.
Oh, that guy back there is naked. Oh, ass.
Oh no!
Oh, whew, he had a towel around his waist. The guy came around the corner. It's nervous.
It's more of the nation at this point.
Yeah.
Again, just blowing up that one flower like took out an entire literally just wiped out a city.
Hey, shit happens.
Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Hey, Japan's not that big. They can't afford many mistakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. That's why they strive for perfection over there.
Yeah.
It's like, we literally don't have a lot of room for error, folks. We're gonna need everyone on their A game, please, and thank you. He looks so angry, like, oh god.
That's okay, we know.
I do like how they're using a lot of shots of real military
I
vehicles.
was noticing that too. They haven't really used any miniature videos.
Miniature videos.
Miniature vehicles, from what I've seen.
I mean, a few here and there for some of the direct action
But compared to Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've done a lot of just legit. Legit.
What?
It's so legit.
Are you okay? Are you high?
We're gonna just take your beer away from you.
Well, that's fine, because it's gone.
Oh, we can tell.
I'm just saying.
But with you ever still.
Beer 11.
I love all their news desks are so small and quaint.
I know. Yeah, they really don't do
Is it IKEA news desk? Yeah.
It'll take you 3 hours to put together though, because you're missing one of the little tools that's supposed to come into the thing. Like, God damn it!
Yeah, and you're also drunk.
Getting progressively so as you're putting it together.
God damn it! Getting very angry. You broke the first set.
Yeah.
It was like this when I opened it. You Swedish bastards.
If it wasn't for those meatballs, I swear to God.
Yeah.
look at those hats.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, that was good, right? You like that?
Seriously, that's a lot of hats.
That is a lot of hats.
How do you know which one is yours?
Scent.
They all have.
Scent.
Yeah, the scent.
He goes around and goes down sniffing each one. Up, this one's mine.
Ew.
That'd be
That's
awesome.
nasty.
This one smells like pomegranate. It's mine.
That's in the deleted scenes.
Just him just going down sniffing each one.
He bows, she sniffs his hat.
Yeah, he bows, she sniffs, and she goes, "By the way, that's not your hat." That's what she's about to say right now.
Yeah.
He grabbed, and I'm just looking at his reaction.
Take care of Mark's hat, and she walks away, and he's like, "Damn it! I grabbed the wrong hat." Cuss her, she's laughing. Dumbass.
Idiot.
And to think I almost slept with him. I'd never sleep with a guy that's wearing Mark's hat.
I mean, what does that say about it?
Oh my god.
I have no idea.
They're part of ARM, whatever.
Arm.
This time, I won't run.
Even though you probably should. Because that's
Like-
probably why you're still alive now.
That's awesome. Scared? Yeah. he's just like, yeah, I am.
Fucking pep talk, bro.
I'm
God.
extremely fucking scared.
Have you seen what happens to us in these movies? We're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Like,
But you don't just say that.
I mean, why lie to yourself?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And it's like, what? You want me to act brave? You want me to die with dignity? No!
Cry like a little bitch.
I'm.
Is her hat saying?
I don't want to do this.
How many layers is she wearing, by the way?
I don't
Well, they
know.
said they were going up north, so.
They're supposed to still wearing skirts.
Listen.
Well, that's the
Tell
thing.
me.
I was gonna say, that's something in Japan,
Yeah.
right? Like, women wear a lot of like really even like short
They'll show
skirts.
as much alike as they want, but they don't show no cleavage.
Yeah, they'll be like completely buttoned up to the neck. That's just interesting. Like, whereas like in the West, like it's fashionable to show cleavage, and over there you do not see it at all.
Oh, that sucks.
You're like, damn
Guess you
it,
can never go to Japan now, Chris.
Oh shit!
bummer, bruh. I'm not a leg guy.
Man, I feel so bad for you. I mean, you're like going over there in a couple of weeks, and you're not gonna see like any cleavage the whole time you're there.
Oh, he'll see some, just not theirs. You're welcome.
I don't know what you mean. I didn't get that. What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say to me right now?
Who's cleavage? No, actually, I don't think you understand what we're saying. They don't show cleavage over there. So how's he gonna see it?
His own. He'll see man cleavage.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I feel even worse for you now.
Oh, I'm gonna drop you off at a bathhouse.
That's a nice jacket.
That's good. I wasn't gonna say it.
I
didn't want to be that guy. I'm trying to be progressive here. Yeah, he's a man.
I have some pink shirts, but I mean, like,
You can wear a pink
I
jacket
don't know.
with
That's a
purple
little
lighting.
That's a little much. I mean, that is definitely a woman's jacket.
He could be an 11-year-old girl wearing that jacket. I'd be like, that's a little much.
Yeah.
Like, you want to tone that down there a little bit? Like,
Did that soldier yell at him? Hey, bitch! Yeah. See, we're acting this way because we're men.
and we're very insecure about our sexuality.
Yeah.
We just learned something about ourselves.
He's wearing a pink jacket.
And deep down, I'm jealous of him.
What a loser. I wish I could wear that jacket. But my father would disown me.
Oh my god.
I love how they kind of built, like, not like a build, but like everyone's doing almost like a visual for Gamera. But it really is interesting that they've established that, yes, Gamera is good. There's nothing like ambiguous about it. Again, and I don't know, it's such a cool shot.
I know.
It also would be kind of interesting if they kind of did it too, where Gamera, that's how they discovered Gamera. Gamera was like in this reality where it was always Gamera was like this big statue like that, and it's just something that's always been there, and then one day it kind of like
Woke up.
yeah.
It was needed again. Oh no. Was that Legion?
Yep.
Legion, we surrender.
I know, right?
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I love how this end fight too is going to be kind of like at night. Again, the whole movie has a very kind of dark feel to it, which I like.
I'm getting off world as soon as possible.
Yeah.
God, that's good sound effects.
I know.
And then
I guess it makes sense. It's like an exoskeleton.
yeah. His face is pretty sweet looking. Hey, Legion. Your face is pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, I just love the way they shoot this whole thing. Bunch of children just start doing Gregorian chant. Again, oh, she looks so cool. I wonder how difficult it was for the actor inside to have to kind of...
Yeah.
Because they hide the human form really well.
Whoa.
Oh, I love that shot. Look at that.
Yeah. It's like, I'm awesome. I'm the best.
If Gamera had, like, human arms, that would be the part where she turns around, faces the camera, just crosses her arms.
Oh, this is like
what?
screaming Mulan to me. I know it's China, but...
Yes, we're not racist. We know the difference.
I think Mulan's just kind of on the mind. I heard one of my coworkers today singing a song from the movie. So I apologize. I won't bring it up again.
How dare you, sir?
we don't talk about that. Oh, this is awesome.
I know. How massive she is.
Like creaking and cracking and... Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I'm not okay with that.
That is not cool.
That's crazy. I mean, again, I think this is one of the benefits to having them gone, like, trilogy route as opposed to just kind of keep cranking out these movies
Yeah.
Right.
kind of arbitrarily, because you can see the quality. Like, they, you know, again, as much as I love the Godzilla...
It's consistent.
Well, yeah, again, and it really feels more like a concise story. Like, they're not just stretching it out like, oh, what are we going to do now? I don't know.
And winging it.
Space Gamera? How about that? You know, it's like, it really feels like, okay. And again, they can put the budget more to each film as opposed to having to kind of just stretch it out.
He'll wake up. I'm Steven Skull's daughter. And you'll listen to me. Because I'm Steven Skull's daughter.
Just keep coming back. That's cool. I love that.
I'm doing this with my mind. It's a lot like how my father can knock a man out without even touching him.
Something about this reminds me of Ghibli. Ooh.
Oh no, I broke it.
Oh, no.
Gamera like never wakes up again. Crap.
And it's funny, like, you see all those kids, and I think this is kind of like their homage to, like, the Showa era Gamera when he was the children's kaiju.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that that's as far as it goes in this. Like, hey, look, there's a bunch of kids looking at him, and that's all you're going to get.
Ah!
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Little gargoyles from the 90s moment.
Wow.
The children breed hope.
It says, would you guys shut up? And it solidifies again.
Just takes a... I love Gamera just gets back to work.
Yeah.
It's like his lunch break's over. It's just time to go back to save the world. So, you guys want to do now?
Sure, son. No. I'm not bleeding.
It's like the Superman music right here.
It's the strangest response to bleeding ever.
You're bleeding? No.
Well, Gamera's bleeding too.
So...
Okay. I don't know what that means as far as you're bleeding, but good to know. Good to know.
Good to know.
I'm gonna say that next time somebody notices I'm bleeding.
Just say Gamera's bleeding.
Chris, you're bleeding.
Gamera's
bleeding too.
You're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, Gamera can bleed.
Yeah.
Gamera's not a scalpel.
Gamera's not a scalpel.
Jesus Christ.
It's just fun to say.
It is fun to say scalpel.
I just had like a...
I don't care if anyone finds it funny. I like saying.
Oh, we say it at work all the time now. Gamera's not a scalpel. I love this bit coming up right here. What he's gonna do?
Fly?
But, yes, he's flying. Right here. Wait for watch.
I like it when Gamera flies.
Jesus.
Oh, that's
Slide
cool.
landing.
Yep.
You know,
So,
destroying
he's on a
everything.
Boom.
Unnecessarily.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Oh, they gotta do a bow, like airborne shot of him like just doing that in a circle around him, continuously firing, and then getting faster and faster, firing more and more. It'd be awesome.
I love how animated that all felt too.
Yeah.
Again, I love how much they're doing with the suits in this. It's like,
Yeah.
love the Godzilla movies as much as I do. I feel they did a lot more with the effects, and
They got more creative.
yeah, and that's what I like.
It's almost like they had to though, because
Yeah.
they're not Godzilla.
Well, yeah. Again, Godzilla was the big name, and that franchise. Did
Yeah, I think about Godzilla is like they become like so reliant on his atomic breath.
Yeah.
Like, all the time.
That was kind of the problem we've always said with when you're using like what they call like the tokusatsu effect, the suitimation, is that the more detailed and awesome the suit becomes, the more heavy and kind of rigid.
Yeah.
Whereas if you make it look cheaper and less evolved, you can move around a lot more. So that was kind of the price they paid in the 80s and 90s, where they made him look,
Awesome.
They made him look awesome,
But it was just stiff.
Yeah, he couldn't move. So basically, he's just long range attacks, his atomic breath all the time, which, you know, I think it's better when he uses it more sparingly, because otherwise he just walks up, stands a mile away, just like fires that off, and that's it.
Right.
Whereas Gamera here, he's getting,
He's got to get in.
yeah. So I think they,
And like his projectile attack takes like time
yeah,
to use. Godzilla just opens his mouth and it's just like an instant beam across the.
exactly. Which one of the reasons why I like the 2014 Godzilla, where it implied that he couldn't just use it whenever; he had to kind of charge.
Yeah,
it
it took like
the whole movie for him to finally use that thing.
Well, yeah, and it, like when he used it, like you see it, charge throughout his body, and he's like,
Yeah.
and then it comes out. It's not.
It was an instantaneous. Yeah. It had to like start from his tail, work its way up. You know, again, I like that because it also gives it more emphasis when he does use it.
And it was cool. It like meant something.
Exactly. Whereas I feel like towards the end, yeah, Godzilla was just firing off his atomic breath like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. In terms of a power to have, it's great to have. But in terms of like the story, it just feels like, well, when in doubt, just fire that thing off and you'll be fine. Whereas Gamera literally feels like he's in peril here. Like, you know he's gonna win because there's another movie after this.
Yeah, but he has to try.
Well, yeah, but you feel like, wow, he could die. Like he could lose here. See, again, it's CGI, you can tell, but again, I like how they use a lot in low light, so it works.
Yeah.
I don't care. It could be civilian casualties. What's a civilian?
There's no such thing as civilian.
This is war, son.
Put a gun in every man, woman, and child's hands.
We will do whatever's necessary for queen and country. This is a democracy, sir.
Sir.
We don't have a queen.
How about Legion's face just opens up?
I know.
And it just becomes a giant laser gun.
Gamera's our queen now.
Boom.
Oh no. Well, aren't you glad you dodged that, Gamera? You really saved a lot of people.
I know, right? After that last fight, Gamera's like, listen,
He's just tired.
I'm gonna go ahead and sidestep a few of these because
See, I mean, you guys shouldn't put two and two together. I'm not very good at this whole Earth's protector thing. I mean, as evidenced by how Atlantis has descended into myth.
you know Didn't really do a good job there, folks.
Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest with ourselves,
Yeah,
if
I mean-
Gamera was good at his job, we don't know about Atlantis.
Yeah, we'd still be Atlantis.
I may have heard of Atlantis. This sentence might make sense. Hey, my uncle's from Atlantis. But it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It makes no sense.
Because Gamera sucks at his job.
Thanks, Gamera.
It's always
God.
I love those when you see Gamera right against Legion, you realize just what kind of an uphill battle it is. Look how much bigger she is than him. I mean, he is just like struggling. Oh my god, it doesn't even look fair.
Uh-oh.
Help! I'm a turtle and I can't get up. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Help me.
Yeah, now you're gonna support Gamera?
No. I ain't gonna support Gamera.
I'm trying to figure out like how the actors in the suit. The most
Plop, 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 plop.
unepic firing sounds ever.
Yeah. Oh, Gamera.
Gamera's like, what the fuck?
Gamera turns his head like, I'm trying to help you guys. Oh, nice. They got some real missiles.
I love she just like cancels it out.
Yeah.
Like froze it in place.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. While burning.
I would have loved to have been on
Oh,
set when they
man.
had this suit.
Yeah.
It was like,
It definitely is one of the cooler ones.
Yeah.
No.
Cameron needs a vacation.
I think more shit blows up in this movie
Yeah, I was gonna
than
say.
like the first and third Gamera movie combined. Like,
I don't know. There was a lot of shit blown up in the first one. It was awesome.
yeah, but like every attack that like Gamera dodges in this movie, like
Yeah, everything's blown up.
results in like like 20 blocks just blowing up.
What's going on? Why is he wrestling that guy away from something?
Because they're trying to get him to turn off the like the grid because that's what's drawing them all in.
Get rid of the transmitters.
Hey, it's for you.
It's hilarious.
Just I think he's trying to like
Jesus.
punch him with the bullets. Oh. His boss
It
moment.
doesn't even shoot. Yeah,
That's how you know the action sequence is over. The lights come back on.
he just
Right.
he just says to the monster, "Call me back." He threw a cell phone at it at the
Yeah.
beginning of the fight. That's
I'm thinking of all the horrible puns you could have said. Wrong number.
speed dial, bitch.
Ooh.
Delivery.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're just look at them just holding those things too.
Lose my number. That's my favorite.
Lose my number.
Yeah, I want to go. Yeah.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's boss.
Oh no.
The camera's like, oh shit. You broke my face.
Here's my number. Call me maybe.
So okay, here's what I was wondering. Okay, is Jesus Christ. So is this happening because like he damaged her? So now the like
It's the final stage of the boss.
oh shit, ow, yeah.
Oh man, that doesn't look like it feels good. The big one's using a new trick.
Ooh.
It's going like straight
That
through.
doesn't look pleasant.
diplomatic community.
Oh God! Like
All
look
through
at
the head.
yeah, the
Ow.
camera's look at him again.
Not my brain. Not my other brain. It just gets dumber and dumber. Like,
Gets drooling all over himself.
oh god. Oh jeez, this is horrible.
I know. Like again, Gamera gets fucked.
It's like
up.
torture. Legion's just toying with him at this point.
It's like he's like Rocky at this. In like you know,
Yeah,
like
well,
3/4 of the way through like every fight he's always in before the last minute.
yeah.
He looks like Apollo right here when he was getting beaten down by Ivan.
We're never gonna be able to not reference that movie now.
Well, because that was basically a human-sized kaiju fight. Like it was just so like it wasn't even like fun to watch. It was just like no, Rocky is just getting just assaulted. This isn't a fight. This is a crime happening right now. Like Gamera needs a lawyer right now.
If he dies,
He dies.
Do we watch that movie?
I know. Right? God, and Legion just looks like scary as shit because she's all fucked up in the face now.
Right.
Like more shit's blowing up.
More
Brought to you by Michael Bay.
cool guys don't look at explosions. They turn their backs and they walk away.
I love that. Again, I like just how it was with Gauss. It's like a showdown. Well, they had a big fight, but now it's like, you know, it's the Western draw, it's the samurai showdown. It's that moment where it's like, okay, it's all or nothing right now.
It's the final countdown.
Oh man.
Gamera's making a spirit bomb.
Oh
Right?
yeah. We'll see you in the next film.
But I like how now they're showing Gamera's power too again because Gamera is kind of
This
like
music is epic.
I know this whole sequence is about to get epic.
Oh,
Gamera's just Mega Smasher.
what?
Yeah.
Transforming!
Boom!
Oh wow!
I love how epic this is. Look at this.
Good thing he has those calves. That's what they're for.
Yeah, that's what he was doing all those squats for.
Oh, is he burning his own skin off with this attack?
Look at that. Yes, look at that.
Yes. Oh,
Gamera
no way.
or
Sick.
Legion just explodes like Sarah Connor and that weird dream she
Vaporized.
had.
Oh yeah, it's looking man.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a sweet end. The music was sweet.
That's
It
your
was
defense line.
Again, Gamera really feels like a superhero, and that's why like he's basically a superhero kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, take that, motherfucker.
I'm the king of the world.
Again,
Who's
when people
next?
when I know you're not looking like
Did you guys see that?
you see what I did.
Okay, we got a lazy eye.
You know when people say they don't like this movie as much, it's like the fuck is wrong with you people? This movie is like incredible.
He's like, okay, I guess I'll go now.
I don't think there's anything. I don't know.
Again, this film is. When I saw this too, because when I started watching the trilogy, I was like, my God, I think this is the Empire, Strikes Back of this trilogy. This is gonna be. They're not gonna top this one, and then they did the third one, which, believe it or not, gets even more epic. But again, the third one is epic in an emotional state, whereas this is like big, just incredible, like
Thanks for doing our job, Gamera.
And again, I like this. Like, this is like humanity now accepting Gamera as like their equal.
Not that
and,
guy.
like,
That guy's a little reluctant to do so.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, mission accomplished. Good job, man.
and he, under his breath, Gamera too.
Yeah.
What was that, sir?
They're like, hey, I'm glad we didn't die. Me too.
Helps we never left this
Yeah,
time.
and he's like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't die as well. Oh, that's awesome.
I know. I mean, oh god, this movie was just so well made.
Yeah, I really don't want to be that guy, but I feel like the coat had to be explained. It's just like, it doesn't fit. Oh, wait, maybe he didn't wear a jacket to the girl's place. for the threesome scene.
Oh.
And when they left, he was
Yeah.
cold, and she gave him one of her, her jackets.
Okay. That works.
I will
Continuity's sake.
I will accept that. Yeah. Tune in for our analysis of all the plot holes, like the pink jackets.
Dude, that looks awesome. I want to go on an ice slide.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I love this little bit of kind of like that they're going to talk about here because there's, we're kind of like, hey, Gamera's here to save us, but
So once again, Gamera saves the human race.
but she's going to say something that I think is actually interesting, and they don't explore it, unfortunately, in the other movies. But this film kind of actually leaves off weirdly enough on a cryptic note, which you'll see in a minute. Again, Gamera defends that which is threatens the Earth. Exactly, but if we continue to do what we do, what's to stop Gamera from
Oh man,
That would have been awesome if they
turning on us? Because if
basically they could have kind of done like almost a reboot of the first one in that sense. That
now we are the monsters that Gamera has to face.
Yeah, they could have had like
and then this song.
Earth enter like a nuclear war, and then Gamera's here to shut it down. I don't care who started it. I'm ending it.
Yeah, exactly. Because Gamera realistically would not care. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for us on this one. We have one more Gamera film to go in the epic Gamera trilogy, and it is my personal favorite. But anyway, we'll watch that when we get to it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace!
Peace.